Guyana's significant oil find has the potential to transform Guyana from one of the poorest nations in the Western Hemisphere to one of the richest, according to the United States Ambassador to Guyana, Perry Holloway. The ambassador's assessment came as the U.S. formally announced its efforts to support the government of Guyana to prepare for submission of its candidacy to the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative's EITI.
The United States Embassy is proud to provide the Carter Center with a grant in the amount of $297,000 US to facilitate a series of programs with the Ministry of Natural Resources that will help Guyana to comply and develop an acceptable candidate submission for the EITI Secretariat.
The EITI is an international standard for transparency in extractive industry payments and receipts. In participating EITI countries, companies are required to publish what they pay to governments, and governments are required to publish what they receive from companies. The body also sits to ensure that natural resource wealth is translated into development for the local population. Back to the grant. The Carter Center has been selected to implement the U.S. government project. The implementation of the project basically signals a return of the Carter Center to Guyana.
The Center's program will involve collaboration with the Ministry of Natural Resources and Guyana's multi-stakeholder group to build stakeholder and public understanding, capacity, and the dialogue necessary for Guyana to comply with the EITI.
Jason Calder, country representative for the Carter Center. Minister of Natural Resource Raphael Trotman said that EITI is both right and necessary to be implemented.
The government of Guyana welcomes the government of the United States of America's support of our efforts to improve the management of the operations in our extractive sector. This grant from the U.S. government will allow the Carter Center, a good friend of Guyana, to launch a capacity building project which is intended to enable Guyana to submit its application for EITI candidacy and thereafter to maintain its participation.
The Natural Resources Minister made it clear that Guyana is committed to transparency and accountability within the extractive sector and will work with the Carter Center to ensure that Guyana's benchmark is met. ExxonMobil predicts that oil will not start flowing until 2021. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.